Hello everybody, it's Joe. Today we're going to be showing off the Junkrat changes on the PTR. Junkrat got some pretty nice changes, honestly, and Junkrat was never really a bad hero. He's almost always had at least 1 or 2 or 3 people on the not the PTR, on the top 500 playing this guy. I don't know how. A lot of people say he's never been meta, but people are doing it anyways, so I guess it works. There you go. That's the first change, as you can easily see right there. We have a pretty decent team comp, not that bad. But you can now get 2 charges of your shift. And I feel like this is really good. One thing that you can do that's amazing with it is press your E, then throw your shift down, you know, wait for people to walk in it, whatever. But even if nobody walks in it, you can still shoot somebody and then throw the other shift and blow it up. One thing you want to remember, though, is that you can't have both shifts on the ground at the same time, which was something that I was kind of hoping for. But I feel like that would probably be really broken. Anyways, it does a ton of damage. Junkrat still has, you know, his spammy high damage self that gets really great damage through shields. And overall, I feel like he's still quite a good pick. And probably even a lot better of a pick. Right now, he's very good against dive comp. And right here, as you can see, you can just throw that through there. And then throw that second one through there. And yeah, you do half decent damage yourself. Get a lot of eliminations. Get a lot of picks. The other thing that's nice about him, though, is the fact that now you have a ton more mobility. Which is really cool. You have a ton more burst. But also his ult got a little bit better. Let's see if we get this. That was a really bad guess. You still have to kind of guess where you're shooting everything, but that was a bad one. Move my mouse a little bit. That's feeling awkward. Fill that up. But yeah, his ultimate also got a buff where now it moves a lot faster. Oh god. Now it moves a lot faster, and it can climb walls indefinitely. You used to only be able to do it for a little bit, but now it can do that indefinitely. So I feel like those are really good changes. And again, makes so that he's probably a character that you can finally pick up, can finally play in, can finally, I don't know, carry yourself if you rank ins through. Unfortunately, on the PTR, of course, there's like 20-minute wait times to getting into games, and then once you get in games, they're horribly imbalanced. But I do want to show this guy off the second he comes out in rank. People are just leaving and joining every single second on my enemy team. But we can still get a lot of damage out. I feel like he's especially good on maps that are very close, so Oasis could actually be a pretty good example. Just simply because, of course, you spam damage everything. He's just as good as he's always been at these type of maps, but now he's just a little bit better. As well, you can... Oh, what? Dang, okay, I didn't guess that right. Let's show off his ultimate right here. Jumps up walls, whatever. Boop. There you go. Pop that guy up. Nice. Yeah, you do have a nice amount of burst. I want to try to show this off. What you can do easily is just shoot, shift, without way too much worry. And not much is going on right here. We barely even had to shoot this game. But unfortunately, that guy walked right here. And no, get away. Shoot. Okay. Okay. Not the best for us. But I guess we will have to wait and see. The amount of AFKs on the PTR is absolutely horrendous. Howdy guys, it's Joe. Today we're showing off the Junkrat changes. Junkrat overall has become a much better character. Now he gets 2 charges on his right click, aka allowing for a lot more burst. Of course you can shoot, shift, right click, shoot, shift, right click, whatever. A lot more burst, a lot more damage to shields, a lot better of a counter to dive comp, and he can just pop certain characters immediately. Even tanky people like Roadhog, he can do half decent against. Of course, he does still get countered by, you know, some characters. He still does get outranged by a ton of heroes, but his spammy, over-the-top nature, it's still there. Of course, you can still do dumb garbage like that, if that is to your viewing pleasure, of course. One thing that I feel like is going to be kind of cool about him, though, is the fact that since he can't damage himself, you can just, like, walk into a ton of places where people are just standing around. Just spam around, honestly. That's what you can do for the most part. Of course, on PTR, nobody's doing much and joined this game a little bit late, so that was kind of unfortunate. Let's try to blow that guy up, and since we have the second bomb, we can shoot. Okay, primary fire is going to hit that instead. Let's walk up so we can, yeah, there we go. There we go, won the first point by myself. Barely got any damage out before anyone else, but you know, whatever. Yeah, you can do a lot of stuff with this character now. As well with that, though, they did get a buff to his ultimate. So then now his ultimate moves, I think, 30% faster, and then it also can climb up walls indefinitely. So that's pretty cool. Overall, I feel like he's going to be very good on King of the Hill because you can spam around corners, and then of course on defense, and maybe even sometimes on offense if you need to get through like a really heavy tank comp. because you could just like shoot, right click, shoot, right click, shoot, right click. There you go. That's like 600 damage. That can go through a lot of shields. Well, not go through shields, but you know, it can deal a lot of damage to shields very quickly. And especially if there's someone like Roadhog, it'll burst through them very quickly. And of course, your E and everything counters people like Tracer, counters people like Genji. Still, he's still the same character that he's essentially always been, but just a lot better now with those simple changes, which is something that I'm kind of glad for. I've always, in the past, I honestly kind of feel bad now, because I've always been one of those guys that's like, you know, don't pick Junkrat. Junkrat's terrible, whatever. After enough play with him, though, and after enough kind of seeing what he can do, I feel like he's a lot better than what I thought for quite a while. Ah, dang it. Of course, he still feels somewhat inconsistent at times, but that doesn't mean he's bad in any right. Come on. There we go. Nice. As you see, the double bomb. Even though you don't have, you can start charging up the second one just right after you shoot the first one, which is kind of cool. There we go. That guy, the damage is actually insane. All you really have to do is just get a single shot and then shoot out, and then even if you miss your first bomb, you got the second bomb to finish them off. Overall, a pretty cool thing. That's really all I have to say about the Junkrat changes. Very good, very smart, and something that I feel like will overall change the meta. That is it with the last video. I'll talk about some other stuff and just kind of show off some Junkrat gameplay because I don't want to oversaturate my same thoughts over and over again. I feel like that gets kind of boring. So, other stuff that's been going on lately, as far as this game or whatever. There is the new season coming up relatively soon. You know, there's school for a lot of people coming up as well, so if you have school, make sure to tell me in the comment section down below. And also make sure to tell me what you think of Junkrat. Do you like this guy or do you hate him? I feel like people have very different opinions on this character. What I feel like is really cool, though, is Sonic Mania. If you haven't actually checked that out, that's something that's... Oh, come on, get him. Dang it. I should have waited a second. That's something that's very unique. I mean, I guess it's not that unique because it's just old Sonic, essentially. But, you know, something different. Of course, we can spam through this corner and make so that Roadhog can't do way too much, especially if we have that on the ground. But Roadhog's new change allows him to do that and just heal through all of my damage. That's a good example of, I guess, how good Roadhog can be, actually. You know, even with all your spam damage, you can block quite a bit of it right now. But yeah, Sonic Mania, I think that's going to be a really cool thing. I did actually just barely get on my Switch. I hope that that'll work out somewhat decently. Of course, if you know me, you probably know I'm a Nintendo fanboy after Blizzard and PC fanboy. So, you know, I got one of those. Hopefully it'll work out. And it looks like a fun game, an explosive game, just like how Junkrat's gameplay is explosive. Putting everything together right there. What I want to see, though, what I'm actually very excited to see as far as, you know, more Junkrat. Scumbag. Okay, let's hold and try to get like a triple in there. Let's get some jank. Come on, wait, stop climbing. Stop climbing, stop climbing. It climbs too easily now. What am I excited? Oh, dang, I died, okay. Yeah, that climbed way too easily. What I'm really excited to see is Junkrat in esports right now. Junkrat's probably going to be a pick that is either going to be pretty good or absolute garbage. As far as, like, you know, with the Widowmaker changes and with Soldier and with Creed, everything, them all being picked more, will his damage and his spam and overall, you know, his utility make so that he's very strong finally? Or will it, on the other hand, just be counteracted by further range that's a lot more consistent? I honestly don't know. And I'm gonna get ulted again. I'm gonna get myself up in time. And they lost a character instead of us, so whatever. Maybe they'll take the point. Just trap that guy right there. Do a lot of damage. Nope. We won. Easy cheesy. Easy cheesy. Anyways, I'm going to try to show off a little bit more Junkrat, as I feel like he is a cool character that honestly deserves to be seen quite a bit more. But I am... Yeah, I'll leave this game. Fight. Okay, but anyways, we're in Deathmatch. I don't really think I'll even bother to finish this match. But I just want to finish some of my ideas with this character while, you know, throwing out a little bit more love for him. Junkrat, you know, you deserve it. Oh, shoot, come on, Annie. Got him. That's nice. But, yeah, in esports, I'm really excited to see if he works in a deathball himself, if he works as a counter deathball hero. Oh, come on. Nice, nice, nice. If he works as a counter deathball hero, if he works, like, what will he do? And I have to jump down because I know that guy's going to be coming for me. Do we have a healer on our team? We have a soldier, so it's not bad. But I could see him doing really any of those quite easily, honestly. And I did not know that this map actually had health packs. That's kind of cool. Because I don't think it does 1v1s or whatever. Can you even get this map 1v1s? I don't know. But yeah, I could see him in Deathball. I could see him just you know, bopping straight through people. And that guy's right above me, so let's jump. Let's jump up. Second time's a charm. You scum, get back here. Oh, come on. Oh yeah, I could see him working a death ball because you could just throw out a ton of damage with everyone else, especially if you had like maybe an Orisa to just grab everyone together, or Zarya or something like that. But also counter death ball, if the enemy team's death balling, you know, you just blow them up. It's as simple as that. And I always think that shoots way further than it actually does. Let's see around the corner, so if he walks around this corner, oh, come on. You, yeah, okay. Okay, I guess I still have gold, so that's something. But yeah, that could work as well with that, though. That can't be reflected, so that's kind of nice. Actually, I didn't even know that. That's really cool. As well with that, though, I'm kind of excited just to hopefully see a meta change. Of course, I feel like everyone's getting a little bit tired. You know, the dive comp, and I hope the Junkrat can help change that a little bit. I don't think the Widow changes will do much for that, but oh, dear me. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. I was trying to just explode immediately. I don't think those changes will do way too much. But yeah, the Junkrat changes. Just overall, the amount of damage and the amount of everything is nice. As well, one thing about the Junkrat change that I thought was a little bit weird is just kind of how the things charge. I don't really know exactly. I'm just hoping that maybe you could throw both of them again. I guess I did say that earlier, but I was kind of hoping for that. Something that would have been again a little bit OP, but whatever. Let's just try to get a final few kills up here, though. A thing that you can actually do with him right now, that maybe you've been seeing quite a bit from me, because I'm super aggro, is that you can actually send out your shift, the first one to boost you towards the enemies, and then the second one to finally finish them off. It's something that's not way too bad. Maybe it's not the best thing in the world, because then you are down a shift. Oh, dang it, too high. But it's definitely not something that's terrible. And you should always still bait people right around the safety zone of your trap. It's not way too hard. Let's walk back here. See if we can bait someone into this. Come on. You know that you want to come here, man. You know that you want to face death itself. Or I guess not. You know, whatever. Whatever. Oh, come on. Ah! Okay, well, he died to someone else, that's why. And we got a nerf shot, so good job, man. Let's try to blast yourself up there. I kind of wish you were a little bit higher, but of course... Okay, no, wait, there's a trap! So my plan right there was to actually bring him to my trap. But instead what happens is that I walked directly on the other Junkrat's trap. And he didn't even touch my trap. And then that sure just walked straight onto my trap. Okay, okay, whatever. We do a... What? Spawn camping, really? I guess we do have some other nice crap going on our team, but... Dang it, I just wasted all my bombs. That's a really bad thing also. And I'm gonna die to that guy really fast. There we go, that was pretty epic. But if you waste all your bombs, you just die instantly, honestly. And I keep doing that, come on. Melee that guy, punch him, and we do one-shot that. I'm actually very surprised that it didn't happen to hit that tire right there. I should have watched the replay, but it looked like I was like 1 inch away. We only need 2 more. I guess I will for just 1. So watch this snipe. Guess where he's gonna go? 1, 2. Okay, he has taken a shot, but he didn't die anyway. And of course, my team finally finished it off. I don't know. There wasn't really any takes for me to actually try to burst through right there. I guess the thing to say is that I feel like Junkrat is kind of like Reaper in a sense, where if there aren't any tanks, he feels like he has great burst damage. He can take people out, but at the same time, it feels like a lot of the other. Feels like a lot of the other characters in the game, a lot of the other DPS can just easily 1v1 him because, of course, Soldier, Pharah, of course, you know, kind of Doomfist, Genji, Tracer, they can all 1v1 him semi-easily unless he instantly blows them up. So, I guess it'll be kind of different now because beforehand, Junkrat essentially only had 1 trap to try to blow them up, but now that he has 2, against Genji, it might be kind of hard because you can't one-shot him, but against somebody like Tracer, I mean, you have 2 chances to try to kill her. But, you know, Tracer still does kind of one-shot you. I don't know. I guess it'll kind of work out as it works out. I feel like overall, most of the DPS will kind of do decently against you. But, you know, maybe not Tracer. Of course, you can't just still one-pop her. But your abilities are a little bit slow, so you still can't use your abilities way too much to defend your team. against Tracer, it'll be kind of weird. It'll all work out, though, and I really feel like this is a good overall change for Junkrat. And if you actually want to play him, now is the time to pick him up. Anyways, as always, guys, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed, you know, some rambling, some Junkrat talk, some whatever you want. And tell me if you have a certain topic you want me to talk about in the future. I feel like that could be kind of fun. Anyways, as always, guys, thank you all for watching, and have a wonderful day.